Hey guys, it's Courtney here with King Realty and Management. Happy Monday! It is Management Monday. As you guys know, I started this series last week and I want to tackle all things property management, right? So a couple of things that come to mind when I think property management, and maybe when you guys think about it, is evictions, maintenance issues, whether you are a seasoned investor or you're considering renting your property out for the first time, this video is for you. So let's talk about the real, okay? I am an investor myself. My dad and I have a portfolio of rental properties, and one of the realities is there may come a time when your tenant doesn't pay their rent, and that is real. Thank God our eviction rate as a whole is very, very low, and we've been in the game in Texas for the last 10 years. Before that, we were in Oregon. One of the reasons why our eviction rate is low is because we screen the hell out of these people that are applying for our rental properties. So this conversation is going to go two ways. First, let's talk about minimizing the possibility of eviction, making sure that you thoroughly screen your applicants. Guys, I know, especially if you have a house and let's say it's been sitting on the market for a while and it's just not moving, there is a pressure that's real for you to just settle on somebody so that you can get the property rented and get that cash flowing. Don't do it. Resist that pressure. One of the things that we do is obviously we run their credit and their criminal and their eviction reports, right? But we take it one step further, guys. If you're just taking what they put on an application at face value, that could be a problem because there's so many different ways of people not being truthful and lying about who their current landlord is and this, that, and the other. So that's the first part of the conversation, is what procedures do you have in place to properly screen the applicant to minimize the possibility of eviction, okay? So the second part of the conversation is, what if you have to go through an eviction? It's happened. I've evicted a few people over the years, and it's something that we at King Realty handle for our clients because the bulk of our clients are out of the area, right? So number one is realize that it happens, and this is a business, okay? But number two, there are certain procedures that you have to follow so that when you get in front of that justice of the peace, your case is not thrown out. There are certain notices that you have to give, okay, according to certain date and time frames. So make sure that you study up on that. I'm not an attorney. I'm not giving legal advice here. And so you can direct message me if you have any questions, if you're going through it right now. I have a client right now that's actually under contract on a duplex in Houston. So I'm helping her acquire the property. Well, one of the tenants is actually under eviction. So in that case, we are making sure that the current owner who my client is purchasing from gets that tenant out so that she doesn't inherit that headache, okay? But aside from the time frames and everything, making sure that you have the proper documentation. Guys, if you know me personally, you know that having my ducks in a row and having like everything very well documented is super important to me. But if you are facing eviction with evicting your tenant right now, you have to make sure that you have everything well documented in terms of, you know, their ledger. You know, how often are they paying? Are they paying late consistently? What are their payment records? Like, what is their history? A judge is going to want to see that, okay? And so I think it's a reality that all landlords could face evicting their tenant, but I don't think you have to go through it like painfully. It doesn't have to be that painful. And so that's where having the proper documentation, that's where communicating with your tenant and really establishing the norm, establishing your expectations with your tenant even early on, you know, once they get through the application process and are approved, right? So I guess my goal in this video is to help kind of minimize or reduce the fear that a lot of people have when whether they're seasoned or not, about evicting their tenants, okay? So number one, like I said, prevention, right? But number two, how you go through it so it doesn't completely ruin your experience as a landlord. If you are a landlord right now and you are in the process of evicting your tenant and you just need some tips or have any questions for me, please reach out to me. You can direct message me. You can visit us at kingrealtytx.com. You can email me, Courtney at kingrealtytx.com. So evictions is one of those things that can be scary, but it doesn't have to be. Guys, this is my 10th year in business in Texas, and I'm not afraid of that at all, even with my own personal portfolio of properties. And I hope you aren't afraid of that at all, because Texas is very much pro-landlord. So as long as you have your ducks in a row, should be pretty smooth sailing. So I'd love to be a resource for you. If you have any questions, like I said, visit kingrealtytx.com. We're all over social media, youtube.com/kingrealtytx. We're also on Facebook, King Realty Texas, all spelled out. I hope you guys have a great rest of the day, and I will be back next Monday for Management Mondays with yet another topic, which is the second most dreaded topic, maintenance, which also can be a killer. So anyway, have a great day. I'll talk to you later. Bye.